We have a great workout coming today. We're gonna be focusing on our lower body. Hi, I'm Shani with Shani Be Fit, and I'm excited to take you through this workout. You've already completed 2 weeks, and so you are progressively getting stronger, and I'm so proud of you for continuing and for being here today. Let's get started with our warm-up. We have butt kicks, so you're going to bring your heels into your glutes just like this. Make sure you're standing nice and tall with your chest up. We've got 30 seconds, and we've got only 5 left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we have our straight toe leg reach. If you can reach for the toes, you can also reach towards the knees or the shins, whatever is comfortable for you. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's warm up our legs. We have a mini squat. So you're gonna stand shoulder distance and just go down into a little squat. We're not bringing it down to the floor just yet. Just a mini squat to get some blood pumping through the larger muscle groups, our legs. Good. Make sure your knees are behind your toes and you're pushing the glutes back, okay? Okay, great job. Now we have a lateral leg raise. If you would like to hold on to a wall or to a chair for a balance, you can. So stand a distance away from the wall or the chair, and you're simply going to lift one leg up. And as you lift that leg up, make sure you're squeezing through the leg, and you can keep the leg a little bit lower if you need to, or you can bring it up higher. Make sure there's a slight bend in the standing leg, a slight bend in the knee. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get the other leg real quick. Standing in place, lift and lower. There you go. That standing leg might already feel a little burn. That's normal. Remember, you can keep that leg lower to the ground if you need to. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That is our warm-up. We have an awesome workout for you today. We have a total of 5 rounds. Each workout is 2 sets for 30 seconds. So the intensity is lower, but if this is your first time working out or if you are a beginner, of course, it'll take some time to build up some of that stamina, some of that strength. So I'm here to help you do that. We're gonna start off with a straight leg deadlift. The first round, I'm not gonna use any dumbbells. We're gonna use body weight only so we can really focus on our form. Okay, so what I want you to do is stand nice and tall, and then I want you to focus on pushing the hips back, just like if you were gonna sit down in a chair. So you're gonna push the hips back, allowing the chest to come forward, keeping your chest still straight and your back straight. Everything's, you know, we're not hunching like this, okay? So shoulders rolled back, chest is still forward, and then your arms are gonna hang, and you're just going to allow the arms to almost like scrape the legs all the way down towards the floor. And if you don't want to go all the way down to your toes, that is just fine. Your range of motion could be to the knees. You could take it down to the shins. So it's totally up to you. and your comfort level. All right, we've got 30 seconds on the clock. And we're over halfway through, okay? Make sure you're pushing your glutes back. Remember, we never want to put the toes over, or I'm sorry, the knees over the toes, okay? So always keep everything in alignment. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Let's grab some dumbbells if you have them. And let's start off light. Eventually, you can work up to heavier dumbbells with this movement since we are using the legs. But for today, I want to start off with something light, or use your body weight only, okay? All right, so let's get set up. Same exact flow where we are pushing the glutes back. We're allowing our hands to just fall towards our feet. Our knees are staying behind our toes. Our back is straight. Halfway there. Keep your core tight. You should be feeling this in the back of the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now that is a little bit more of a complex movement. So if you've never done it before and you feel like it's a little overwhelming, that is completely normal. It takes some time to get some of these movements down because there's so many little details to think about when we're going through the motions, but eventually it becomes like muscle memory and you'll just naturally fall into it without even realizing it, okay? All right, next we have alternating lunges. If you want to use a chair to help balance yourself, you totally can, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do the first set with the chair so you can see what it looks like. You wanna be about arm's distance from the chair, okay? And basically we're gonna be stepping back into a lunge and then coming back up, just like this. And I'm not going very deep, but you can go as deep as you would like. The goal is to eventually be able to tap the back knee on the ground gently, right? We don't want to slam our knees into the floor, but that is the goal. Let's get started. We have 30 seconds here. So you're going to step back and then go down as far as you feel comfortable, working towards, our goal is to eventually work towards where we can actually tap our knee onto the floor. And if you need to take this a little bit slower, you totally can. Make sure you're watching this front knee. We don't want to be going forward with the knee, okay? We want to make sure the knee is staying behind the toe. Okay, we've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got 1 set to go. Y'all are doing so great. If you have water nearby, go ahead and grab a drink. I want you guys to stay hydrated as we go through these movements. All right, get set up. You can use your chair or not use your chair, totally up to you. I think I'll go ahead and go without the chair for this next round, okay? I'm just gonna put my hands on my hips, but you can use your chair if you feel like you still need it, okay? So it's gonna look like this. It's an alternating lunge, step up, step back, step up. Okay, and I think I'll turn this way just to give y'all like a little bit of a different view, okay? All right, we're over halfway there. Y'all are doing so great. And if you lose your balance a little bit, it's okay. I have been doing lunges for years and I still lose my balance. Okay, that is it. We are done. You guys did so great. We are through 2 rounds already. Yeah, we're through 2. Okay, I had to think about that for a second. Next, we have a squat to chair. Okay, so the difference in this week compared to the first 2 weeks is instead of just sitting all the way down, we're going to practice basically tapping it and coming back up. So we're not going to relax at the bottom like we did the first 2 weeks, okay? We're gonna try to still hold our legs and that tension as we go through these squats to chair. All right, here it goes. 30 seconds. So just tap it, come back up, tap, come back up. Now make sure as you do this that the knees aren't drawing inward, okay? We don't wanna be pulling our knees in. We wanna try to keep the knees out and above the ankles, but behind the toes. Now, as you go deeper, sometimes it looks like your knees will go a little bit forward, but we don't wanna be like doing this thing, right? Okay, we've got 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, so one more set. I don't know how low your chair is, but you might be wanting to get a chair that's not super low because these will be difficult if your chair is really low to the ground. And if your chair is low to the ground, you can always just stop and then come back up, okay? You don't have to actually tap the chair if it's too difficult for you. All right, so let's get set back up. We have 30 more seconds. This is our last set. So just a little tap and up, tap and up. There you go. Halfway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we are done with this chair for the moment. We've got dumbbell calf raises, okay? So I'll give you 2 options for this. You can use your chair if you feel like you need it and basically, you know, barely touch the chair, but you can do calf raises just like this and use that chair or wall for support. Or you can choose to grab some light dumbbells and do calf raises standing in place. So I'll leave it up to you. Let's go, 30 seconds. Come up and down. Squeezing at the top, but trying to maintain our balance. We don't want to be falling all over the place. So that might mean that we don't go as high on our toes if we're falling over, but we want to try to get full range of motion here if we can, but not to compromise our balance. Squeeze your core. A lot of our balance comes from our core. If our core is stabilized, a lot of times the rest of our body is also more stable. Okay, we have a little break. You can set your dumbbells down if you would like, or you can hold on to them. Totally up to you. And this is our 4th round, so we only have 1 more after this. Okay, y'all ready? Here it goes. "30 seconds. Halfway through. Breathing. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, set your dumbbells off to the side. We are done with the dumbbells, and now we have a wall sit. I'm gonna move my chair so that you'll have a better view of what I'm doing over here. Okay, so choose a wall. Choose a sturdy wall, and we're going to basically put our body up against the wall, okay? I've got a nice white wall, so hopefully I don't leave a bunch of marks on it, but it's fine. It could be repainted, right? Okay, all right, so what you're gonna do is you wanna stand a distance away from the wall, because when we sit into position, we don't want our knees to be doing this. We wanna make sure the knees are in line with the ankles. And then as you go back, you can use your arms to help stabilize you so you don't fall. Okay, and then you're gonna basically use your legs to hold yourself in a wall sit position. Now I'm up pretty high, okay? The deeper you go, the more difficult this movement will be. So I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. We've got 30 seconds on the clock. And if you need to adjust while you're in this position, you might need to move your feet out a little bit more or move them back in. Just make slight adjustments. Okay, and hold it. If this is too intense for you, just kind of use your back muscles to pull yourself up a little bit higher. And if it's not intense enough, then, just kind of wiggle your way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let me show you how to get out of this. So you can kind of like crawl yourself up and then straighten your legs a little bit and then use your arms to push you. That's probably the easiest way to get out of that position, okay? All right, and this is our very last workout. Wall sits are amazing. They really help build those muscles in your legs. They build strength, stamina, all the things. And they're so simple, right? We're just using our body weight. Okay, so once again, we're getting in position, and you can also do this where you go ahead and lean up against the wall and then kind of just put your feet in front of you. And then, like I said, just kind of, wiggle your way down. Little movements, okay? And we're just holding it here. This is our last set, and this is a little bit more challenging. So if you're feeling this, that is very, very normal. It should not feel super easy. This one should be a little bit challenging for you. Okay, and if you need to come up a little higher in this position, you can do that. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's kind of wiggle ourselves back up, bring our feet in, and stand. Okay, that is it. You did so great today. This was definitely a little bit more intense than our first couple weeks. So congratulations for finishing this workout. You are building strength. You are learning so much. And these are things that you can take with you for the rest of your life, because our bodies were designed to move, and we will always need to do some sort of movement to some degree, right? Okay, next we have our cool down. So we have a quad stretch. If you need to hold on to a chair or a wall, you can, okay? You can also just stand in place and just pull that foot behind you, feeling a good stretch in the front of the leg. We have 30 seconds here. Now this does require some core stability and balance. So please use a wall, use a chair to help balance yourself if you need to. Nice and tall. Okay, and let's switch. I definitely have more balance on one side of my body than the other, so we'll see how it feels on this side today. Okay, there we go. All right, let's hold that for 30 seconds. It's so interesting how our body can be so different from just one side compared to the other. More balance on one side, maybe more strength. Five, four, three, two, and one. All right, so now we have a little bit of a calf stretch. So you're just going to pull the toe up, and then you can lean into this, and this is gonna stretch through the hamstring, but also through your calf. So I love this, but don't put your hands on your knees, okay? We don't wanna put pressure on the joints in that way. So you can put your hand on your quad, the top of your leg, or if you're feeling extra flexible today, you can even slide your hands down and you can even reach for the toe. Five, four, three, two, and one. Let's switch to the other side. All right, same thing. We're gonna, and make sure you're nice and stable, right? So you might have to adjust your stance a little bit, and you're just gonna lean or hinge at the hips. You can put your hands on your thighs, or you can reach towards that toe. Five, four, three, two, and one. Okay, so now we have a hamstring stretch. This is seated, so let's go ahead and bring it down to the ground. And you're gonna bring one leg out, pull one leg in, and just lean over. I mean, you're still lifting, but you're just kind of leaning into that hamstring, and you can put your hands here. You can move them down, or if you're feeling extra flexible today, you can hold on to the toe. Make sure the glute is grounded. We don't want to lift our hips up. And if you want to raise up an arm just to feel a little extra stretch, you can. Okay, and switch, other side. All right. And that is it. We are done with our lower body workout. Thank y'all so much for being here. Have an amazing day, and we will catch you again this week.